Alright guys, this video does not need a formal introduction. If you clicked play, that's because you saw the title and you're obsessed with Glossier just like me. And you're even more obsessed with the fact that it's now available at Sephora. So let's take a moment of silence for our wallets because the spending got real. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so as many of you may know, Glossier is officially available at Sephora. So that means that we're getting into more trouble that much more easily. It launched a couple days ago, I want to say on Thursday, the 23rd. If you don't already know, I work at Sephora. So I was really excited when we found out that it was going to be in our store. I knew the launch date. We were really excited. I also went into work to create a really cute little reel for our Instagram account. So I'm gonna play it so you guys can see it.
Look at this.
Go.
Okay, start.
Perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great?
Chris!
I know, it's my dream.
I have goosebumps everywhere.
This is out of this world.
It's a good one.
What a birthday.
I know. Happy birthday.
But anyway, here she is. Okay. I mean, literally the amount of spending that has happened in the past couple days is not even funny. But we're just gonna turn the other cheek. Okay, so I just clipped my hair back so that it's not in the way. But let's get straight into the video. I'm so excited to show you guys what I got. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly run through the items that I got and then we're gonna apply each one and I'll talk about each one as I'm kind of applying it. I got the Future Dew. This is supposed to be a nice base for your skin tint. So for all my dewy girls out there, my glowy girls, this is gonna be your best friend. I also got the skin tint. I will share what color in just a minute. And then I also got the stretch concealer. I got it in 2 colors because I was unsure which one I was gonna be. So I'm gonna test it out here. And then I also got the Lash Slick. So this is their mascara. I also got the Boy Brow. So you guys are gonna see how I fill in my brows. I've been really into just using tinted brow gels lately, so this should be pretty good. Next thing I bought was the berrybomb.com. The wordplay is just so damn cute. I can't get over it. And then I also got the birthdaybalm.com. So I got 2 because one is more color, the other one is more iridescent, but you'll see. And then I also received the cloud paint in our training product for February. So this one I did not pay for, so that's kind of nice. And then I also purchased the You perfume. So I'm really excited to talk about this one. You guys can kind of cut through the video and see which products you want to know about. If you already know about some and you don't want to sit through the whole thing. If you're not familiar with any of them, then I'm just going to go start from the beginning. Okay, so I have my iPad here with me. So I'm just kind of going to read off like price points and things like that, highlighted ingredients, so you guys can kind of get familiar. If you're not interested in this part at all, you can just kind of skip ahead a little bit. So you can just watch the application. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Future Dew. So this one retails for $26. It is a serum oil hybrid. And it's really meant to pack some hydration and to leave you looking glowy and dewy for a long period of time. You know, when you like apply your skincare and you have that nice dewy fresh look, essentially that's the look you're getting with this, but it's gonna last. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and preferred for combo to dry skin types. So if you're a little more oily, I would be just a little bit careful. You don't have to shy away from it. I would maybe suggest putting it on the high points of the face, but avoiding the entire face. So I've already done my skincare routine, and what I've been doing lately is I kind of let it sit and let my skin kind of really soak it up before I apply makeup. Sometimes time does not allow that for me, but today it did. So I already did that and my skin looks good, looks healthy, but not as dewy as it usually does because it's already kind of soaked in. So we're gonna go straight in with the Super Dew. It's not called Super Dew, it's called Future Dew. I don't know why I keep calling it Super Dew. Anyway, so for me, because I'm more dry, I'm just gonna put it everywhere. Super pretty, ooh, I love it. I should have gotten my nails done for this video. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I love that it's like this pinky color. I think that's enough, honestly. I don't want to go too crazy because I think the skin tint might be a little bit hydrating too. Okay, so literally. And just so you guys know, these products aren't new. Glossier has been around for a really long time, but it was just harder to play with it because it was all based online and they had very specific stores like out in LA or New York. So The stores are beautiful. I've never been to one, but I've seen them on social media. I used to, so it's funny, I actually have used Glossier before, a couple of these things, back in like 2018. But back then I was more of like a full face girly, so I didn't really actually know how to use these products. Like I was like, oh, that seems cool, like maybe I'll try that, but it never worked for my skin, so I actually ended up tossing them. And now that I think of it, I'm like, why would I ever do that? But you know what? You live and you learn, and we're here now, and now I'm more of like a minimalist kind of girl, somewhere in the middle. Okay, so this is how my skin looks after the Future Dew. Oh, I said it right. Okay, Future Dew. So very hydrated looking, pretty glowy. It feels good. I wouldn't say it's sticky, but it definitely doesn't dry down fast. I think that's also the point. So that is Future Dew. So let's keep going. The next thing I'm gonna put on is gonna be the skin tint. So a little bit about the skin tint. It retails for $26. So they have about 12 shades and they're flexible because it's a skin tint. So it's gonna essentially kind of disappear, but it's gonna even out the skin tone. It's vegan and it's also a radiant finish. So again, for my oily girls, I suggest maybe setting this with a powder and then maybe prepping with a matte primer so that you can kind of get that nice balance instead of being too dewy right off the bat. So I got the color G8, and right now that I'm looking at the description online, it's telling me it's a neutral. I'm not a neutral, I'm a warm or golden undertone or olive. I can get away with those three. But honestly, it jumps from warm, medium neutral to medium deep. I think medium deep should have been it. But you know what? We're here now. We can't go back. We can't go back. We're going to do this. We're going to take it. We're going to take it like a G. Okay, if you can follow me after that, I totally understand. Okay, so I'm going to add just a couple drops. I added just a couple drops, and now I'm just going to work it into the skin. And this is, again, a more luminous coverage. So it's definitely going to continue to add that glow. I honestly love the way it feels. I feel like I can add a little more. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm like a in-between kind of girl. So sometimes I'm like, that's not enough. Okay, I added just a little bit more. And now I'm also just gonna press it in so that it doesn't look streaky. You can probably apply this with a brush or a beauty blender, whichever you prefer. Just feel like using my fingers because it's faster and it might warm up the product a little bit better. So neutrals tend to go a little bit pinkier, peachier on me, but because it's so flexible, I feel like I can get away with this neutral undertone. I'm filming this at night, so I wish I had the sun to tell me the truth. We're moving on. Next step is gonna be the concealer. So a little bit about the concealer. There's also 12 shades. It looks like the way that it's merchandised, it kind of correlates with the color of your skin tint and vice versa. So if you're 8 in the skin tint, you're probably gonna be 8 in the concealer. Retails for $20. So it is more of a medium coverage with still that dewy, radiant finish. Okay, so when I was picking my skin tint, I thought that I was 8, so I grabbed 8. But then as I was playing with it at work a little bit more, I was like, wait, I might just be the color 7. So I grabbed 7 and I grabbed 8. So we're gonna try both of them today. 8 on this eye, 7 on this eye, and then we'll decide which one actually matches. So let's see. This is 8. Looks promising. I mean, again, the makeup is so light and flexible that you can be a little bit off and get away with it. You guys, I didn't jump to 7, just kidding. I jumped to 6. This is 6. This is 8. Okay, and by the way, their color ranges go opposite. So usually most makeup brands start with lightest to darkest. Glossier goes darkest to lightest. So a 6 is darker, but the 8 is lighter. Does that make sense? So if you're really, really light, your color is probably going to be like 12 or 11. So just keep that in mind. It goes this way, dark to light, instead of light to dark. So this is 8. I'm going to add 8 on this eye. I'm going to just kind of rub it in like this. It's very serum-y feeling. This is my first time trying the concealer, so I'm actually really looking forward to this. Okay, so we're just gonna apply on the eye. Using my fingers for this. I might grab a brush for the blush a little bit later, but we'll see. Okay, that looks good. My mirror is right in front of me, so I'm just kind of sorry if my eyes go this way. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. An extra step that I might add is the eye brightener from Rare Beauty or some kind of color corrector underneath, and then maybe throw this on top. But I feel like it covered pretty well. Now we're gonna do 6 on this eye. Also, I love the packaging. It's just so cute, slightly heavy. It feels luxurious when it has some weight to it. It just feels luxurious. I don't know why. I'm just kind of rubbing it in. I'm taking that much, and I'm just gonna work it in. I'm taking a little more. I tried looking in the mirror. They look kind of the same. I can't really decide which one I like more. I think this one looks a little bit brighter than this eye. And I think that because it's a little deeper, it's color correcting a little bit more, versus this one has the slightest hint of like a grayish because it's a little light. The concealer feels really light and it covers just enough for you to look like maybe you're wearing makeup, maybe you're not wearing makeup. It's definitely, if you're trying to maybe cover up a pimple, I probably wouldn't suggest it because the consistency is a little bit too thin. I think that's why they call it stretch concealer, because it's literally so thin, almost serum-y feeling. For my oily girls, it might feel too oily. I would probably set it with some kind of powder because for me, I know that I crease. So we'll see as I keep going with the video. If I keep talking and I look, it'll probably end up creasing. You guys will probably see it. We'll see how it goes. I feel like Glossier is most famous for their cloud paint. This blush has gone pretty viral and it has maintained its celebrity status for a pretty long time. So a little bit about cloud paint in case this is your first time hearing about it. So they have 8 different colors. I've also tried Dusk before, and it's more of like a nude neutral kind of color. It's like a barely there blush. As for the other colors, I've not tried. This will be my first time trying the color Storm. It retails for $20. More of a natural finish, and it's gonna give you that like glow from within. A little does go a long way, and I will show you exactly what I mean. I don't know if my nails are gonna let me undo this. Oh, there. Maybe not. Oh no! Don't screenshot that. Don't make it a meme either. I will find you, and it'll most likely be my sister. I may have squeezed this tube a little bit too hard. It's oozing out. I will say, as cute as this little cloud paint packaging is, it's a little bit messy. If you're not careful, you squeeze too hard, too much will come out, and then you're screwed. So this is the color Storm. It's like a reddish brown color. And I'm just gonna apply on the cheeks. I'm gonna add the rest on this cheek. I took probably like less than a dime size piece, like literally just barely scraped the top, and that's enough for both of my cheeks. It's definitely really creamy. Also, tip, if you are applying makeup with your fingers, try not to tug at your skin. Like, don't smear it and like tug the skin. I mean, that's literally the worst thing that you can do, and I see clients do that all the time, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're like literally pulling your skin. So just be gentle. Use your ring finger, dab it in, you know, work it in instead of like smearing it in. I'm even gonna add a little bit up here on my forehead just to really give that little sun-kissed look. A little bit more on my eyes. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna put on is the Boy Brow. So a little bit about the Boy Brow. So this is the packaging. This one retails for $17. They have 5 shades. And it's really just meant for like a flexible, volumizing hold. I got the color brown. I would actually go as far as to even brush these kind of this way to make them look a little bit fluffier. I love this eyebrow so much more. I don't know why. It just does. It's showing up, okay? It comes to work. It shows up. It clocks in. Does what it needs to do. That's boy brow. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. So now for the fun part. I guess this would be the second most popular item is the Balm.com. So Balm.com is basically a lip balm. They have about 9 colors. They retail for $14. One thing I will say about Glossier is I love their price points. They're very inclusive and just affordable, which is awesome. I got the colors Berry and I got the birthday cake one. Okay, the packaging is so damn cute. I just can't get over it. Right here, this birthday cake. I love the little iridescent G. So cute. Brand spanking new. I will say, I feel like their formula got a little better than the old ones. Also, if you're not familiar with the old Balm.com, I have this one that I found at TJ Maxx and it's the mango. You'll notice the difference. They redid the applicator tip. So now it looks like this. But before, they used to be like this. You would take it with your finger and apply it on. And it's just like that. It smells, I'm all here, smell. It smells so much like mango. So I like to use this at night or just randomly I'll throw it in my bag so I can have something hydrating to put on throughout the day. But I think I'm gonna switch it for this one. So I have some on. I'm gonna add a little more color. Won't hurt anybody. This is Berry. And she smells delicious. On top of the berry, we're gonna add the birthday balm. So this one is more iridescent and it smells like cake batter and it's amazing. Ah, so good. So this one I'm going to use it exactly how I just did now as a topper. So I will most likely put this on top of lipsticks, maybe on top of a lip liner. This one's a good just everyday, little bit of flush, little bit of color on the lips. You can call it. Literally almost forgot the most important part. Mascara. A little bit about the lash slick. So it retails for $18. They have a brown and black color. It's also lengthening. Last time I used this was a couple years ago, like in 2018. And honestly, I don't feel like it flaked. I feel like it kept the lashes looking pretty lengthy and natural without any smudging. So hopefully that's still the case. So this is her. This is the packaging. This is the wand. Okay, this is my second layer of mascara. I mean, that looks pretty good. For like a makeup, no makeup kind of look. My lashes look present. They've arrived, but not too dramatic and still like pretty natural. Other eye. Okay, so I was reading further along on the description and it actually says that it has baby extensions on here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my lashes look very pretty. I really like it. So that's the mascara. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the makeup portion of the video, but now we're gonna move on to one of their more recently popular items, and that is the You Eau de Parfum. So a little bit about the You perfume. So this retails for $64. It's vegan, it is unisex, it has a woody, earthy smell, and it's also made without a top note. So usually perfumes are made with 3, top, middle, bottom. This one is not made with a top note because you make the top note with your, I believe it's pheromones or like your oils or something like that. It creates a very unique scent on every person. So it's gonna smell different on me, it's gonna smell different on you, depending on you literally. It's a good everyday perfume. So we're gonna unpack it. I love the unique packaging, it's really cute. It's crazy that we're almost literally sold out of this perfume at work. Another favorite thing of mine is that it has a imprint for your thumb. So it's really just, it's your bottle. Like it's for you, it's made for you. The way that they presented it is just, I love the little details. It's really cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. There she is. I mean, I wish you guys could smell it, but luckily, I'm sure there's a Sephora near you. Sephoras are everywhere. So go in and smell it. See if you like it. All right, guys. So that is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, so that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope that you learned something new. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you guys on my next video. Let me know in the comments down below which product you're excited to try, which one you've been loving. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!